talk about something. I'm just kind of going to put this out there once and I'm not really going to discuss it again. At least that's what I think at the moment. So hi, I'm Ree from mummyof4.com. Welcome back to my channel and another weekly vlog. It is half term, so all of my children are home and the weather is pretty disgusting. So we're having a little chilled out morning in the house. I've got some tidying up to do and some sorting. My office is like a dumping ground. And then we're gonna head out to soft play to see some friends. Before I tackle all that, I have some happy posts to open. So let's take a look. Oh, let's have a look at what's in here. Ooh. I really should tidy up first, but my theory behind it is I'll have to get rid of the box. So I shall tidy up once I've unboxed this. Oh, look. I do love a bag within a bag, don't you? When a bag is nice enough to come in its own bag, you know it's a nice bag. So this is from Teddy Blake. So thank you so much for sending this to me. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful. Look. Ah, and a nice big bag. Oh, look at this. It's got a little like holder, like a hook, a popper, that's the word, to pop the straps together. I really needed a larger bag. Nice little bags are all very pretty, but when I'm going places and I've got the children, I need to shove their drinks and snacks and things in them. I mean, this bag's too nice for drinks and snacks, but you know what I mean. Then it is good. Although that does actually fit on my shoulder. It comes with a shoulder strap like this. It's good to know that that does still fit just on my shoulder like that. Technically, I think it's supposed to be a tote that you wear like this, but it is good to know that if you don't want to use this strap, because you can use a proper shoulder strap on this. So I can use it like this for like a lower down, like a big handbag. But to be honest, I think I will just do that because that's easy, isn't it? That's gorgeous. It's also big enough for me to actually sling this big camera that I'm filming on right now into when I'm going out vlogging and things, so that's cool. So it's got two massive compartments and a zip compartment. Very pleased with that, very pleased indeed. For a little what's in my bag, what I tend to do, guys, is use these little pencil cases and things, because if you're switching from bag to bag, you know, like you've got different coloured bags or whatever, then it's easy to move your things across. But more than anything, like there's makeup in there, very basic, just some like tinted moisturiser, lipstick, whatever. The last thing you want is makeup leaking into a nice bag. When I take things like my burst drink sachets, I just don't want anything exploding into a nice bag. So little pencil cases, clear pencil cases are the name of the game. Other thing I always put in a bag, I use these little bottles. When I'm in the house or if I'm driving, I put that in the cup holder. I use this cup, but these little chili bottles, I've got this size and then the bigger size again. I could actually fit the bigger size in this bag, but this smaller size fits in smaller bags and larger bags. And it's just, I like these because they're leak proof and sweat proof. If you have something that isn't insulated like this, then you put a cold drink in your bag and it kind of leaks. Not even the drink inside it leaking, but it sweats. Do you know what I mean? Like the condensation will ruin your bag. So one of those is a must. Keys, obviously, can't forget those. Little teeny hairbrush. This is one of the girls' hairbrushes, but to be honest, I end up brushing their hair while we're out and about more than mine. So fold up hairbrush, face mask. At the moment, still in Wales. Now I understand it's different in England, and I'm going on a little trip to England for a work lunch in the beginning of March. But in Wales at the moment, we still have to wear face masks pretty much everywhere. So if we're in shops, that kind of thing, public transport, we do have to wear face masks. And we've still got the hand sanitizer everywhere, haven't we? This is one that I actually picked up in Disney. I forgot to include this in my Walt Disney World haul because it was clipped onto one of my bags. But I'm just going to clip that on this little hook here, as you can see on this bag. I'm going to clip that there so I don't have to go rooting through my bag for it. Equally, it's not on the outside. And then the other thing I've always got in my bag, pack of tissues, not because I have a cold, but I'm the kind of person that has a runny nose all year round. I know that's a bit gross, isn't it? If I go from a warm place to a cold place or vice versa, my nose runs without fail. I don't know why that is. Do I have allergies? I don't know. I just thought this was normal until I was an adult and I realised other people didn't live like this. Whoop. And then I've also got wet wipes now. For years and years and years, obviously I used reusable wipes. We still, at meal times, use reusable wipes to wipe the children's hands and faces. I use them to wipe my hands at dinner time. But while we're out and about, I was finding that taking damp reusable wipes out with me, I was using them so infrequently, they were just going a bit icky. So I do now use very occasionally, not loads, but I have them in my bag. I don't go through them very often. That pack will last ages. Wet wipes, small packs of wet wipes. I've also got some of these antiviral wipes just to wipe up any surfaces and things while we are out and about, perhaps eating. Then the other things I always have in my bag, all year round, I always have sunglasses to drive. These are actually prescription sunglasses. And then I've got my actual prescription glasses. Now, what you'll, oh, they're not even there. Now, my glasses are such a low prescription, I can't tell you what like number they are, but I only really need them, wow, these need to clean. I only really need them for working at the computer so I don't get a headache, or driving in dingy conditions. So if it's dingy conditions, I wear my glasses that really need to clean. And if it's brighter conditions, I wear my sunglasses because I just hate squinting when I'm driving. So I always keep in my bag, or when I'm leaving the house in my bag anyway, these live on my desk the rest of the time, sunglasses and normal glasses. And then the other thing I like to keep in my bag is this, which has been a game changer. This is a portable USB charger. So if any of the children's devices, you know, like we're in the car or whatever, because we're going on a bit of a drive later, need charging, I can just plug that in. Is a really good little power bank, and it's got USB-C and normal USB input, and you can put this either way round. So you can charge a USB-C thing from this, or you can charge this from the wall, if that makes sense. And then I would put a lightning cable in with that too. Then wherever I am, I always like to have my AirPods with me. Just never know when I might be stuck somewhere. I want to make a phone call. I've been trying to make phone calls using my AirPods rather than holding my phone, because I don't think it's very good for my neck to be like all hunched up like this. I think my physio has definitely agreed with me there. So when I'm on the phone, I try and use my AirPods rather than holding it. Thank you so much to Teddy Blake for this beautiful bag. All the details are down in the description if you fancy grabbing one. Right, I'm gonna get rid of some of this stuff, tidy away some of this junk in the corner, and take the children out. It's a few days later. Soft play was interesting. It's the first time we'd been to soft play in a long time, probably since the pandemic. So, I mean, I shouldn't have been surprised, but Zara was quite overwhelmed by the noise and took quite a while to warm up. I really felt like I should have taken her like overhead headphones as ear defenders. Just wasn't expecting, I don't know, I just thought they'd all be really excited to go to soft play, but it was quite an overwhelming experience, I think. She took a while to warm up, but then they absolutely loved it. We ended up paying to stay for the second session as well. So really lovely to do it, and just really lovely to do something so normal. It's the first time I'd seen my best friend since October. Yesterday then I actually worked, didn't even pick up the camera to vlog because I was literally working and my husband had the children. Now today, the girlies and I are going to do something again. I haven't done, I used to go and have my nails done before the pandemic. I used to take Bella with me, and Zara was too little to go, and Zara's always wanted to go. So I am trying to take better care of my nails, and doing them myself just doesn't seem to make them strong, because my nails naturally are like little bendy, horrible, peely children's nails. So, but Zara's desperate to come with us. So, where are we going today, Zaza? Where are we going?
To have our nails painted.
I know. You've always wanted to go and do that, and you never have been. No, which colour would you like?
Sparkly purple.
Well, I hope they've got sparkly purple. Should we go? Is your sister ready? Bells, you ready? My husband's actually off this morning, so my eldest is out, and William doesn't want to come and have his nails done, funnily enough. Yes, I will come and fill up your drink now. So he's going to stay with my husband. So yeah, come on, girlies, should we go? And yes, I will be taking my very trusty bag that I tried out when we went out the other day, and it's great. It's been a long time since I've had a big bag that's also nice and tidy like this. So I'm definitely at the stage where I don't need nappies and things, but going out with children, you still need lots of stuff, don't you? Super quick outfit check before we go. I do these on Instagram stories. I never seem to put them in vlogs, so let me know if it's something you want to see in vlogs. I have got a Bowden stripy top, and the girls have got, come in here girlies, the girls have got Bowden stripy tops too. Not exactly the same stripes. The girls have got unicorns on their pinafores that have also got pockets. I'm not even sure they do these anymore, but they're rather sweet. And I've just got my Next jeans. I've got these in all sorts of different colours because they're high-waisted. They're so stretchy. You could literally do yoga in these. The only thing I always find is with dark jeans or light jeans, any jeans really, my knees always go white because I end up crawling around on the floor so much. Boots-wise, I've got my tan boots from Shoe. I am in need of some updated tan leather boots, but I can't seem to find any. So if anyone's got any suggestions where I can get some. And for my bag, I've got my Teddy Blake bag, which sort of goes with my tan boots. And it's plenty big enough to fit all the bits and pieces I need for myself and the girls. Right, come on, girls. You ready, girlies?
Yeah!
Well, guys, I need to talk about something. I'm just kind of going to put this out there once, and I'm not really going to discuss it again. At least that's what I think at the moment. So here goes. Let's just say it now and then leave it. What's going on at the moment in Ukraine, the things popping up on the news yesterday and then again today, I'm sure more again since this video's gone live, is just awful and absolutely heartbreaking. Just doesn't even seem real. It's so awful. It feels like some dreadful history lesson that you learn in school, not something that's actually happening now in this day and age. I can't even get my head around it. But I also want to say that if you are struggling watching it all unfold, it is okay to take a media break. And if you're getting your information, make sure you're getting it from, reputable sources. I personally like to get most of my news broken down by a friend of mine over on Instagram. She's an ex-journalist. She breaks down all the news in a sensible, non-emotive, break through the BS kind of way. And I find that really digestible and the way that keeps me the most sane. I found that all through the pandemic, that watching the news, having it kind of streamed at you in your face, is just too much. And sometimes we have to protect our own mental health by choosing what and when we consume media-wise. So personally, I like to think, right, I'm going to look at the news now when I kind of feel ready for it. And then I either go into the BBC News app or I go and look at what Vicky's got to say about the latest updates. And then I kind of turn it off. So I've unfollowed the BBC News on Instagram so that it's not popping up in my feed. So I'm in charge of choosing when I go and seek that information out rather than it popping up when I'm doing other things. So I guess I just want to say that if you are feeling just awful and heavy, you're allowed to have those feelings. I think we have a lot of like, oh, who am I to have those feelings because these other people are going through so much, but you're feeling it for those people. It's not a selfish thing. And also that it's okay to take a media break. And this is kind of the point I wanted to get back to. If you want to seek out that information, seek it out from those reputable news channels and go and seek it out. But I don't think it's my place here on this channel or over on my Instagram to keep discussing it. I think that people need to consume the news when they need the news, and then they need their break. And I think this channel is probably where you come for the break. It's probably, where you come for, I talk about organisation and day-to-day mum life and returning to normality, whatever that is. So I'm going to keep doing that because I feel that that's probably why you're here as opposed to for the news. So I just wanted to say this because I don't want you to think I'm not discussing it because I don't care, because that's not true. That couldn't be further from the truth. What's happening, I care very much about. And I'm finding it very difficult to process personally. So I'm sure a lot of you are feeling like that as well. And I know that because you've been messaging me to say so on Instagram. But I'm not, if you're wondering why I don't keep bringing it up, that's why. I hope that makes sense. It's a difficult one. I've thought about, what do I do about it? But I don't think I can add much to the conversation. I think you're better off getting your news from the right people when you want your news and then going to take your media break from all of that when you need it, because at the end of the day you have to protect your own mental health in order to function for your life, your friends, your family, your children. If you're totally overwhelmed by everything going on in the news, it's quite possible you won't be able to function and protect your own mental health. So it's okay to protect your own mental health. It's okay to take those media breaks. Don't feel guilty for doing that. And I guess that's the end of this TED Talk. Now let's go and get ready for the day because I've got to do something about all this. As promised, now we are back to fluffy things. By the way, one of the best purchases I ever made was this hair straightener pouch thing. I'll link it below. It's just so handy because you can put it away, especially if you're travelling. Then you can just pop it in there and you know that it's not going to heat down the basin. Anyway, the other thing I've got to say is one of the best things I ever did, by the way. I set this up when we came to live here. My hair straighteners plug in to the same plug as my lights that I've got behind my dressing table. So when I say, Alexa, turn dressing table off. So now, as you can see, my hair straighteners have gone off. So I know as long as my dressing table's off, Alexa, turn dressing table on. So if you're ever one of those people that's been like, oh no, did I leave my straighteners on? I can see if my dressing table's off from the app on my phone. So that's just one less thing to worry about. Anyway, I'm going to get ready in the quickest ever way. We'll have a chat with you about what we're doing today. It is still half term here and I'm going to meet two friends, my other two best friends actually. So I've got my best friend that lives further away and then I've got two best friends that live close-ish, but we really don't see each other much and we do talk every day on WhatsApp. So we're going to go to Soft Play. It turns out you have to book Soft Play now. I should have talked about this earlier in the week actually. Soft Play's become like some sort of exclusive nightclub that you can or can't get into and you have to book it really far in advance and prepay for it. So this is something new since the pandemic. I guess it means at least when you get there, you know it's not full and you haven't got disappointed children. But when I met my best friend on Tuesday, we originally planned to go on Monday and we couldn't get in. It comes to something when you can't get into Soft Play. So we are booked to go to Soft Play. We're at the stage now where, you know, we're all kind of like in our 30s and our children all play with each other. It's all really nice. So that's where we're heading today. My get ready with me routine lately, guys, is literally down to these two products at the moment. This one is Skin Paradise Tinted Water Cream, tinted moisturiser basically. And this is Burt's Bees. I did work with Burt's Bees a really long time ago, full ad disclosure, but this isn't an ad, if that makes sense. And this is literally all I'm using at the moment. You've probably noticed I've got eyelashes. These are called, what they called, Individual Classics. Basically, they're stuck on. So one is glued on one, and they last a few weeks. So that means the only makeup I need to do each morning, which is quite quick when I'm not chatting to you lot, is just this. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to talk to you about TV again. So I think in the last vlog, I talked about that I wanted to see This Is Going to Hurt. I can't remember if I had read the book or not then. I downloaded the book to read on my iPad, but I also had some Audible credits. Audible's how I listen to all my audiobooks. And to be honest, I read very little because by the time I get to bed, I'm so tired, I can't manage to read for very long, but I manage to consume audiobooks when I'm driving, when I'm walking, when I'm cleaning, when I'm doing all the things. So there you go, that's pretty much my face done. Cool. Audiobook wise, I started reading it and then I listened to most of it on the audiobook. It is so funny. It's heartbreaking, but so like laugh out loud funny, like walking along the road laughing because of what you're listening to is so funny. But also quite heartbreaking. So just as a bit of a warning there. It's about the diary of a junior doctor and it's very eye-opening. This is the bit where I look like a clown, by the way. We're not going to leave it like this. It's very eye-opening about how tough junior doctors have it, and just very much worth a read. Or listen, actually. Some books I would say are worth listening to because the author, especially when the author reads it themselves, because especially if their delivery is amazing, and this guy, he's called Adam Kay, his delivery is so good, it sounds better than when he reads it than when I read it in my head. So, thoroughly recommend that. But the series is quite different to the books. I'm only halfway through the series. I think that's all I'm going to do makeup-wise. This is just an eyelash comb, by the way. And that's my makeup done. And let me just straighten my hair while I finish talking to you before we go. So, the series is quite different to the books. As like TV or film adaptations always do, they merge a lot of characters together. They've got a couple of characters that seem totally made up. Obviously his book had to change the names and the dates and things so that he didn't get sued. because he was a doctor and you're not supposed to disclose private information, but it's largely based on the truth from what I can gather. There are a couple of characters in the TV that just have been made up for the purpose of storytelling. I find the series, although it is funny, feels a lot darker, and a rather tragic event that kind of comes at the end of the book and is his reason for leaving medicine appears to be the event that they've moved to the beginning of the TV series. So it's totally restructured. I would definitely say don't watch the series until you've read the book, but absolutely read the book. But I would say, like, if you're going to watch the TV series, the book isn't a really long book. You won't be able to put it down, or just listen to it on Audible. I will put a link so you can get a free Audible book if, on a free trial, so you don't even have to pay for it. I will link that below. What else have I been enjoying? Oh, I started watching Inventing Anna. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Just love it. And I love how so many of my favourite actors from lots of the other Shonda Rhimes shows are popping up. So Cyrus Bean from Scandal, who's also Meredith's mum in Grey's. Ellis, who is Meredith's mum in Grey's, and I think she's the vice president in Scandal. Katie something plays one of the girls in Scandal. Just loads of them. I can't even think of them off the top of my head. But as you're watching, you're like, oh look, another. Oh, Eliza Minnick from Grey's, she's in it. Yeah, loads. If you're a Grey's fan like me, then obviously you love everything Shonda does. It is really, really good. The other series that I'm going to watch again, I can't remember the exact details of it, but I know I enjoyed it, and it was out a long time ago, like kind of when Dylan was born, so maybe 17 years ago, and that's Cutting It, is now on BBC iPlayer. I watched that the first time round, so I'm going to rewatch it and still see if I still enjoy it. I enjoyed it all those years ago, so I'm not sure whether I will still feel the same or whether it will have aged well or whatever, but I did enjoy that before. The other show that is on BBC iPlayer, gosh, my fringe still needs cutting, I haven't got around to that. The other show that's on BBC iPlayer is Gossip Girl, as in the Gossip Girl reboot. If you have seen that, weigh in on what you think of it in the comments. I had to watch it because I did like the original Gossip Girl. I'm undecided about it. I've watched it because I liked Gossip Girl. It's not as engaging as the first one, I would say, but still pretty good, you know, mindless TV. So let me know in the comments if you have seen any of those shows, if you're planning to watch any of them, what you thought of them, and if there are any other recommendations that you've got for me for what to watch next. So hair and makeup wise, that's it for me today. Literally this, and combing my eyelashes. For my face, I will link all these bits below, and I've straightened my hair. That's it. Oh, one more thing, I am going to wear some perfume. This is pretty much the only one I wear. My husband buys me this for Christmas and birthday, and then that kind of does me through the year. Sometimes I have it for Mother's Day too. But yeah, that's my scent of choice. Super quick outfit check. I'm wearing another pair of dark jeans from Next. This it's called a double layer front layer top, something like that, from Boden. I will link it below. It's just a very basic t-shirt, but it's a really, really nice shape and really nice fabric. I've got my name necklace that I always wear. I wear it quite a lot, with the children's names and my husband's name on there, and my Pandora bracelet. And I am going to pop on my boots I was wearing yesterday, and I will be taking my Teddy Blake bag because it is nice and large and can fit in all the bits and pieces. It's perfect for out with the children, big enough for all their bits and pieces, but still nice enough to be a nice bag. So thanks so much for watching. If you do want to shop the Teddy Blake bags, thanks so much again for them gifting me that bag. I will pop all the details below and in the blog post. As always, there's always a blog post that goes with my videos that shows everything that I've been talking about. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying these weekly vlogs, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.